In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 23, 2022, and providing you with team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Guardians versus Texas Rangers. A pair of American League teams on opposite sides of the playoff cut line open up a weekend series on the Diamond Down in the Lone Star State. The Cleveland Guardians are on the road as they kick off a 3-game series with the Texas Rangers Friday night. Cleveland was on the road in the Windy City as they tried to sweep the White Sox Thursday night. The Guardians rolled to an 8-2 victory in the middle game of the set Wednesday night. Texas won the rubber game of their 3-game set at home with the Angels as they prevailed 5-3 Thursday afternoon. The Guardians took 2 of 3 at home in the first series between the teams this season, June 7th and June 8th. The Rangers have struggled lately to the tune of 14 losses in their last 21 games and 8 losses in their last 12 games at home. They just won their first series in 10 series dating back over a month. In their only head-to-head series this season, the Guardians took 2 out of 3, outscoring Texas 13-9. This series appears to be another one in which Cleveland takes care of Texas given current form and overall strength of the team. The Guardians enter Thursday 6-1 in their last 7 games and have 5 straight wins on the road. They enter this game in too strong a form over the Rangers to fade. Cleveland has ridden a great last month of play to a 6-game lead in the American League Central. They have been playing playoff-style baseball all month and are clicking on all cylinders. Since September 5th, Cleveland is 14-3 with a plus 27 run differential. Granted, in that span none of the opponents were teams in playoff positions, but that isn't the Guardians' fault. They can only play the teams in front of them. If a team is going to take a division, they have to get the job done against bad teams. That is exactly what the Guardians have done. Unfortunately for the Rangers, at 20 games under .500, they probably qualify as a bad team. Until Cleveland's trends change, they continue to be a good play. So the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. Cleveland has seen the under post a 74-69-6 mark going into Thursday's contest. The Guardians are 18th in runs per game with 4.26 per contest, though that number edges up slightly to 4.53 runs per game on the road. Cleveland has an average total of 8.22 runs per contest, a number that bumps up to 8.44 runs per game on the road. Texas has seen the over post a 73-76 record in 149 games on the year entering Thursday night. The Rangers are 11th in runs per game with 4.46 runs per contest, and that drops to 4.21 runs per game at home on the year. Texas has an average total of 9.05 runs per game, and that number climbs to an average of 9.16 runs per game at home. Both offenses are swinging hot bats at the moment, and this is a favorable pitching matchup to keep up the production. Cody Morris has just 15.2 career innings under his belt, so the jury is still out on him, while John Gray has pitched just 9.1 innings since August. The over have been popular trends for both teams this week. This total seems a little low given the production each team has put up at the plate this season. Look for the over to hit in this contest as we see 8 or 9 runs on the board. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus Tampa Bay Rays. The Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays meet Friday in MLB action from Tropicana Field. This will be the second installment in a 4-game series over the weekend. In the Thursday opener, Tampa Bay secured a 5-run win. Toronto comes into this game with a 1-game lead over Tampa Bay for the first wild card spot in the American League. Tampa Bay leads the season series 9-7, and the next 3 games between these two teams are going to be crucial to decide who get the first wild card spot. Toronto is starting Mitch White, who has allowed 14 runs over his last 13 innings pitched. Tampa Bay is starting Jeffrey Springs, who has allowed 2 runs over his last 20.1 innings pitched. Springs is on a pretty solid run this month. In his last 3 outings, he's posted a calm 2 earned runs in 14.2 innings on 10 hits and 3 walks. Springs is 2-0 in that time. If he's going to get another victory here, he'll need some help from the Rays offense, which is something of a big ask coming off that Astros series. Still, I believe that Tampa will be okay by the time Springs leaves the mound. So the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. Jose Berrios has allowed 2 earned runs or less in each of his 2 starts against Tampa Bay. Jeffrey Springs faced Toronto twice this season and he was very good in both games. In 2 starts versus Toronto, Springs has a 0 earned run average, 0.84 WHIP, and a 7.2 Kelvin BB ratio. He has been very good at pitching at home. In 10 home starts and 15 games played, Springs has a 1.94 earned run average, 1.08 WHIP, 59.13 Kelvin BB ratio, and opposing batters are hitting .222 against him. In a very pitcher-friendly park, this will be a lower-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Angels versus Minnesota Twins. This Friday, the Los Angeles Angels and the Minnesota Twins will play the first game of this 3-game series. The first pitch will be thrown out inside Target Field. The last time that these 2 teams matched up, the Angels ended up stealing 2 of 3 games. The Los Angeles Angels are entering this one after a brutal series with the Texas Rangers. They split the first 2 games as the Angels struggled at the plate in Game 2. They are going to need their bats to heat up if they want to challenge the Twins on the road. The Minnesota Twins are entering this one after losing their previous series to the Kansas City Royals. The Twins struggled in the first 2 games as they couldn't get their bats going. They only scored 6 combined runs in both of those games. Their bats will have to be better if they want to defend Target Field in this one. The Twins just folded against the Royals this week and watched their season completely slip away. Heads are certainly hanging in Minnesota, and at this point players are likely counting the days until a vacation. Not to mention, Shohei Ohtani is on the other side, a pitcher who has allowed 40 hits and 9 earned runs in his last 48.2 innings. These pitchers have been dominant lately, but there is still a difference as Shohei Ohtani is 4-1 with a 1.47 earned run average in 43 innings, while Joe Ryan is 4-3 with a 2.83 earned run average in 41.1 innings in their last 7 starts. These offenses as of late have been doing very similar as the Angels are currently scoring 3.83 runs in their previous 6 games, while the Twins are averaging 3.29 runs in their last 7 games. The Twins feel like they are struggling as they are out of playoff contention and just dumbfounded. Minnesota's bats are as cold as ice as they looked horrible in their last series against the Royals. They will now continue to struggle as they won't be able to challenge Shohei Ohtani in this one. Minnesota is sliding in the wrong direction and that will continue in this one. Shohei Ohtani will continue dominating and help the Los Angeles Angels pick up a W in this game. Not much left to say here, so the Los Angeles Angels money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the second half of the regular season, Shohei Ohtani is 4-4 with a 2.51 earned run average and a .234 batting average against in 10 starts this season, while Joe Ryan is 6-5 with a 4.38 earned run average and a .210 batting average against in 11 starts. Neither offense has been doing too well throughout the previous couple of weeks as Los Angeles is averaging 3.67 runs per game in their previous 12 games, while Minnesota is scoring 3.64 runs per game in their last 14 games. The Angels will be starting Shohei Ohtani on the mound, as I see him silencing the Twins' bats for the majority of this game. He has won 4 straight and he looked incredible in his last start. He shut out the Mariners as he pitched very deep into that game. I see something similar happening in this one, as the Twins looked horrible at the dish against the Royals in their previous series. Their bats will remain cold and Ohtani will keep the Twins' team total extremely low. Now, I also see the Angels struggling at the plate during this game. The Twins haven't announced a starter, but I'm not sure if that matters. The Angels have the 26th highest overall team batting average and they are scoring the 5th least amount of runs. They have struggled to reach base consistently this season, which has made it more difficult to score. I see that trend continuing in this one, as neither team will be able to pull away on the scoreboard. I see this being a low-scoring battle, as both of these teams have struggled at the plate at times this season. They will both struggle at the plate into one, and this score will remain below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.